Hey guys, and welcome back to BeardYGO. So today we've got another awesome little video for you guys, and we've got to say thank you to each and every one of you for the interaction on the previous video. Don't worry, the giveaways for the files and all that stuff will be done shortly. But for now, we are just going to get into the video and make sure that you find this logo whenever it pops up in the video. So not this one, but yeah, you'll probably spot it when it pops up. So in order for you to win the ticket for the Sunday at Comic-Con Africa on the 25th of September, you just need to comment down below where you see the Comic-Con logo, as well as the timestamp for that as well. So yeah, then you can win a ticket to Comic-Con, and hopefully, if you guys can, then join in the tournament. I hear that the tournament's got a lot of prizes and everything, and yeah, I think it's like 7,000 Rand worth of prizes, and that is with a free tournament. So that is just amazing. So yeah, once again, thank you so much to SOLARPOP and Unplug Yourself for sponsoring the tickets as well. So guys, let's get into the video and I can show you what I've been up to. Right guys, we are back with Earth Machines once again, and so this past weekend I went to tournament, the locals at Dragontown, and I came first once again, and this is thanks to my new little strategy with this deck. So I'm just going to run through a couple of combos with you guys so that we can see exactly, just some of the basic things that this deck can do, and then we'll go through with a couple of test hands. Right, so here we've got our opening hand. We've got 3 random cards, and we've got the Vernusylph of the Flourishing Hills along with Harvester. So starting off, we'll normal summon the Harvester, and we'll get ourselves a Dozer. Then tribute off the Harvester, summoning Dozer, and we'll get the Trencher out. So this is all very basic so far, but the Vernusylph just allows us to add some extra things. So now we can go into River, we can detach, and then search for Regulus. So there we've got Regulus. I think let's just adjust that there so you guys can see nicely. I think that should be fine. Right, so now you've got Regulus over here. So what we can do right now is we can just special summon the Regulus. So this is our 5th summon. You don't have to worry about Nib. We can just attach the Dozer. We don't really care about that, but we do want to keep the Harvester in the grave. So now we can link off the River Stormer into a Goliath, and then we will use Trencher to bring back the Harvester, link that off for another Goliath, so that we can then go into our Ancient Gear Ballista. Ballista will trigger and will allow us to search for Ancient Gear box, and box will get us Tunneler. Alright, so this is where the fun stuff comes in. We can now just use the Vernusylph, pitching the Tunneler, to then search for the Awakening Forest, and we can reborn any Infinitrack. Right, so we'll just bring back the harvester. Okay. And because of zone placement, we put the Regulus here. We'll use the River Stormer just to tribute it off, bring it out, so that we can then go into another Goliath. Okay, so now that that is done, we can just link off the harvester and our final Goliath and go into an Anger Knuckle. And at this point we can use the Vernusylph for the Awakening Forest, pitching the box to Foolish Burial, the Bullet Train, and then reborn the Harvester. Now this is important. So now you can use the Harvester to target Regulus and make it a level 10, and then you can use the Tunneler to put back a Goliath ×3 along with the Ballista and then also the Bullet, and then you'll chain the Knuckle, sending itself to the grave. This is in case you don't have any other monsters you want to send to grave from hand. Target the Bullet, shuffle back, draw 2 cards, because these are now 2 level 10s. You can make your Dora and detach and just add back the box, the end phase. So you've got a 6 card hand, and this was basically just off of 2 cards. Right, so let's move on to the next one. Right, so in this next one we've got another 2 card combo as well. We've got 3 randoms, we've got the Flourishing Hills, and we've got a Metal Cruncher. So here you can pitch the Flourishing Hills and the Cruncher to bring the Cruncher back, and you are searching Awakening Forest, and then Cruncher can reveal 3 Harvesters so that you can then search for the Harvester guaranteed. Right, at this point you can normal summon the Harvester, get yourself a search for Dozer, and then you can use Dozer's effect, bring itself out, bring out the Trencher. Then you'll go into the River Stormer as per usual. You'll detach and you'll search yourself the Regulus again. So this is obviously a point where they would want to Nibiru you before you use the River Stormer, because this is like the 5th summon. However, if they do that, it's fine, because you can literally just bring the River Stormer back quite easily, because you'll have access to Trencher and then get your search for Regulus anyway. Right, so we'll bring out the Regulus, equipping the Cruncher, and then we will link off into our Goliath, and the Harvester can go into a Goliath as well, and then into the Ballista. Ballista will get us the box again, and the box will get us Tunneler. So it's still the same thing. The only nice thing about this is that you will now be able to end with a Knuckle as well. So banish the Trencher, bring out the Harvester, link that off, link these 2 off for the Knuckle, and then use the Awakening Forest, pitching itself and the Tunneler, descend the Bullet, reborn the Harvester. We do the level modulation again, so Harvester's level 10, and then we use the Tunneler, target those 5 back, use the Knuckle, you can send the box, bring out the Train, draw the 2 cards, and then go into the Dora, detach, and end phase. You can have Dozer back to start your plays. So this is a much more efficient way to do it. So Cruncher is definitely better than Harvester in this respect. But then again, this is just based off of 2 cards. So let's get onto our third combo. Okay, so here we are with the third combo. So this is utilizing 2-card combo once again with the Flourishing Hills and the redeployment. The reason why we're pushing the Flourishing Hills is because it gets you an access to, you know, any of your other Vernusylphs. So we are showcasing 2 different starters in order to do this from the 2 different archetypes. Right, so we've got the redeployment, we've got the Flourishing Hills. So we'll activate the redeployment. We will just send 1 card to the grave, and we will get our search for our Cruncher as well as our Citadel. Right, so at this point you can just use the Flourishing Hills, pitching the Cruncher, which will bring it back, and again you can reveal the 3 Harvesters. So obviously I'm not revealing 3 at the moment, just so that we can get through this faster. Right, so then you can normal summon the Harvester, get the Dozer once again. This is pretty straightforward, and also let's not forget you've added the Awakening Forest to your hand. So you've got the Dozer, and then you bring the Dozer out and the Trencher. The nice thing about this deck is that the combos can be very straightforward, so you don't really need to worry about trying to perfect the combo. The strength that comes from this deck is knowing how to play through certain things, how to play around certain things, and also the interactions between you and your opponent's cards in order for you to capitalize on whatever they've got set up or whatever they are playing. Right, so we're going into the River Stormer once again, and we will detach and we'll get the Regulus once again. You don't always have to go for Regulus, these are just little combos in order for you to get there. So you'll bring out the Regulus and you'll equip the Cruncher, and then we can link off the River and the Harvester for our Goliath. The reason why the deck goes into the Goliath is literally so that when you're shuffling back monsters to draw 2 cards with Tunneler, that you'll be able to then also just shuffle free resources back into your extra deck, so you don't have to put stuff back into the main deck. Right, so we're going into the Ballista, and now we are getting the search for Box, and Box will get us the Tunneler. If you already have the Tunneler in hand, then you'll usually bring out, get like a Anchor Drill or even a Trencher, so Box is quite versatile in that. So at this point we can just use the Trencher to bring back the Harvester, and then link that off to get our 3rd Goliath out of the way. Back into the Knuckle, and then we can use Vernusylph of the Awakening Forest to send the Tunneler, drop the bullet, and then reborn the Harvester. So now we can put these 5 back with the Tunneler, chaining the Knuckle by sending the Citadel to the grave, and we reborn the bullet. We do the level modulation, so these are 2 level 10s, and we can go into our Doro, detach, and let's not forget that we do draw the 2 cards off of the Tunneler, and end phase we add back the Dozer. So we have a 6 card, plus now instead of having just the Regulus and the Doro with a Knuckle for recursion, we also have a Citadel engraved, which triggers if any of them get destroyed, so we've got a board wipe as well. So that is it for combo number 3. Alright guys, so we have gone through all of the, or 3 little standard combos that what we can do. So let's just do a test end and see how it goes. So yeah, I'll just shuffle over there, then we'll cut, and let's draw our cards. So obviously going first, that's usually what you want to do. So we've got a redeployment, we have Flourishing Hills, we got Goldilocks, we have Flowering Fields, and we actually have the Awakening Forest. So this is nice, it's a very nice hand, full of extenders. We've got the Goldilocks. Let's see. You know, I've been able to FTK with this deck, so let's see if we can do it with this hand over here. So let's see. Right, so I would say we activate the redeployment to get rid of the Goldilocks, because we do want our Vernusylphs to continue as extenders, and I'd rather want to use this one, not to add another Vernusylph back to get an extra summon, but rather add another piece back, which could be more beneficial. Okay, so we are searching for Citadel, and the reason I'm searching for Citadel is because it's a level 10, so it's an easy way to make a rank 10 with the Vernusylphs. Okay, so we got Cruncher, then we'll normal summon Cruncher, and I'm just going to be saving time, revealing 3 Dozer to add the Dozer, and then we'll use Dozer to then get us the Trencher, then we can go into River Stormer, and River can get us a Bullet. So I'm not going for a Regulus play over here. Right, at this point we can use the Flourishing Hills to then search. We'll pitch that, and we'll pitch a Citadel, and we will search for the Thawing Mountains to draw 1, and then we will reborn our Goldilocks. Then we can link off the river, and then bring out the Bullet with its own effect, and then let's make Gustav max. So we are burning for 2000 over here. So 2000 number 1, let's place that there. Right, then we can link these 2 off to go into our Ballista, and Ballista will get us Box, and Box will get us Tunneler. Okay, so here we can just use the river, tributing the Ballista. We can link that off for a Goliath, and then we'll use the Trencher to bring back any Infinitrack, bring back Dozer, link that off for another Goliath, and then we'll use the Awakening Forests, pitching the Tunneler to then dump us a Dairy Crane. And reborn the Gustav Max. Then we can link off into Anchor Knuckle, and then we'll trigger Goliath Engraved to attach itself to Max, and then we'll detach, and that is our second burn of 2000. Okay, then we can use the knuckle to send the Max to the grave to reborn the bullet. Then we'll use Tunneler to put back 3 Goliath, a Ballista, and 1 Max. So that we can draw 2 cards. Draw 1, draw 2. Here we got a nice schedule and a heavy forward, which is really cool. Then we can use the Flowering Fields, getting rid of that and the box, to add Dairy Crane to our hand and reborn the Goldilocks in the main monster zone. And then we can use the Goldilocks, move it over to destroy our knuckle, which will trigger our Citadel. And then we can trigger the Dairy Crane, and we can overlay these into 2 more Gustav Max, detach, detach, and that burns for 3 and 4. So there we go. We actually got to FTK with that hand, which is really nice, and just goes to show how powerful these Vernusylph cards actually are. So yeah, very interesting, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, like, it's actually really insane how this deck has evolved. Like I said previously, I prefer to be playing more of the Vernusylphs than a smaller package of them. I just feel that it's just so much more impactful, you know, and I would say that playing it that way just allows you to open more extenders. I have opened like really horrible hands before. I think at the tournament where I actually came first, this was the hand that I opened against Dinos. Yeah, if you have a look at that, you wouldn't say that you're playing Earth Machines, but this hand actually got me the win anyway. So yeah, that was pretty insane. It's nice when you essentially brick, but your opponent as well, and then they can't play through the impo. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I was pretty lucky over there. But yeah, we were both unlucky in that game 1. Game 2 came, and yeah, we had a little bit of a game. I lost that one, and then game 3 came. He had no interruptions, and I FTK'd him. So, you know, again, it just goes to show how powerful this deck is. First place all the way. You can compete with Sprite, you can compete with Terror Elements, and yeah, so guys, don't forget to have a look through this video if you've spotted it already, the Comic-Con logo. Then make sure to drop a message in the comments down below with the timestamp, as well as where it popped up, where you saw it, So yeah, once again, thank you all for your time, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.